On this episode of Canine Corner, we'll be learning about what a day in the life of a service dog in training is like. We'll get tips on what to know before adopting a dog. We'll introduce you to this adorable little guy who's looking for a forever home. All this coming up right now on Canine Corner. Hi there, I'm Riannon Trutanich, your host for Canine Corner, the show that your dog will give 2 paws up. We have a great show for you today. Ever wondered what a day in the life of a service dog is like? Well, we'll meet a service dog in training from Canine Companions for Independence. And Marty from Kenmore Rescue will be talking to us about how to be prepared and what to know before heading to the dog shelter. But first, let's meet adorable rescue dogs who are looking for their forever homes.
So Kenmore Rescue was founded in 2007, and I can't believe this, but we are almost at 1,000 saves. So we're very proud of that, and we are a 501c3 small dog Los Angeles-based rescue. All of our dogs are in foster care, and we rescue all of our dogs from the LA City and county shelters that would otherwise be euthanized, and we rehabilitate them, we rehome them, and we take them from door to door to get to a new and wonderful family. So if you want to adopt from Kenmore Rescue, it's super easy peasy. Just go to our website, which is kenmorerescue.org, fill out an adoption questionnaire, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you find would be a great environment for one of our orphans. And if you have any questions, also put them in there, and then we get the email and we email you back or call you back, and basically we set up a meet and greet, bring them to your home, and that's it. We finalize the adoption. It's pretty straightforward. Riannon, I want you to meet my newest little buddy. His name is Duncan, because he's a Dunkin' Donut. He's so sweet. He doesn't bark. He loves to walk. He is a perfect companion. He would be great in a family setting or with a one-on-one human family. And he is a Cairn Terrier, we believe, and also a little bit of Norwich Terrier in there. He's full grown, he's neutered, up to date with all of his shots, and he's microchipped. I'm hoping that one of your viewers will fall in love with him and want to take him home.
We have Stanley, we call him Stan the Man. He's a miniature schnauzer, we think, and he's 2 years old, about 20 pounds. He might be a little bit more because we've been feeding him extra portions of chicken lately to fatten him up, but he's a very energetic dog. He will talk to you when he's excited. He'll go woo, 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 but he's very affectionate. He loves attention. He loves to be petted. He loves to play. He's like I said, he's very active, so he would have to go into a home that takes him for a lot of walks, or maybe has another dog that he can play with, because he just really loves to play, run around. He'll run around in circles, so you let him out in the yard and he'll just run back and forth, up and down the yard, around in circles. He loves to be chased. So he would be good for somebody who likes to go for a morning or evening jog. He's just a bundle of joy.
If you are interested in adopting one of Kenmore Rescue's dogs, please visit kenmorerescue.org. You know we are all about dog adoption here on Canine Corner, and we want you to have all the information so you can be super prepared. It can be kind of confusing when you don't know what you're looking for, so Marty from Kenmore Rescue is here now to share her tips on what to know when adopting a dog.
I have 5 tips for people who are looking for a shelter pet to adopt or going through a rescue to adopt. My first tip is know what you want. Do you have allergies? Do you want a high energy dog? Do you want a low energy dog? Are you going to need a dog that is vocal or maybe not so much? Know what you want. And when I say that, down to the nth detail. Some people even know the color, the breed blend, the age. All of those things can help guide you when you're in this journey searching for your new furry companion. Once you know what you want and you're focused on that, then look at the websites that are out there. Rescue websites, some are particularly rescue breed specific, some are geographic specific, like Southern California Rescues, and then There are also shelters out there that have every single adoptable animal, dog, kitten, rabbit, cat, on their website. So when you know exactly what it is that you want, you can go in there and say, that looks like the kind of dog that I'd be looking for, the breed blend, the age, the gender, even that. Write down the animal ID number. So you are arming yourself with all of this information. You can make a small kit of information that you're going to go to, say, when you have a chance to that shelter, or you can call ahead and say, is this dog still available? Is it an owner turn-in? Was it a stray? So you accumulate your folder of information with as much as you can. If when you're on the phone, you have time to ask them and they have time to give you more information on the dog's behavior, or is the dog medically challenged in any way, those are decision makers and information that you might use to make a wiser choice with regard to pursuing that animal or not. Get smart on the times that the hours of operation are. Once you're focused, once you know what it is that you're looking for, you've identified a few animals, find out the hours of operation for the local shelters, and go in, and if you have to make an appointment, make that appointment. And the fourth thing is schedule enough time to make that decision. Go in and hold the dog, see the dog, ask as much as you can about the dog. And then the fifth thing I would say is be decisive, because sometimes those dogs only have a limited time. And you may say, I'll come back next week, and the dog may not be available anymore. So those 5 things: focus on what you want, find out what's available in your area, make a point to go in person and spend enough time with that dog, and then finally, again, be decisive. So Kenmore Rescue was founded in 2007, and to date, we have saved almost 1,000 lives. We rescue from the local city and county shelters in Los Angeles. We are looking for dogs that are happy, healthy, would make great family additions, and our sweet spot is usually the range of between 10 to 20 pounds. Our small dogs are ranging from puppy, like this one, all the way to maybe 4 or 5 years old. And we are a 501c3 charity, and all the donations go directly to the care, welfare, and medical for these kids.
If you are interested in adopting one of Kenmore Rescue's dogs, please visit kenmorerescue.org. We're going to take a short break, but don't go anywhere. There's much more doggone fun when we come back.
Humans have been gathering around fires, sharing stories for centuries. It appears these hot ashes are about to be dumped, which could possibly start a wildfire.
Oh my gosh, bear!
Wait just a minute. Is that the Smokey Bear?
He scared us.
How will Smokey deal with such a hot situation? Precisely. The garden hose defense. Next, a thorough stir. Then another spray. And finally, the true test. Feeling if the ashes are cool. It looks like they are. Bravo.
Wait, do you mind if we could just...
Ah yes,
really quick?
the selfie. A ritual practiced so frequently with this tribe. But not so much by Smokey Bear.
Just 1 second, Smokey, wait.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back to Canine Corner. I'm your host, Riannon Trutanich. You may remember the organization Canine Companions for Independence from our show before, but today we're going to learn not only what a day in the life of a service dog in training is like, but also what it's like to be a puppy raiser from a volunteer who has raised over 16 puppies with the organization. For Terry Stambaugh, her involvement with Canine Companions for Independence started in the unlikeliest of ways.
I started in 1993. I got a calendar at a pet store that had these puppies on it, and it said they needed puppy raisers. So I thought, well, how hard could that be? You take a puppy for a year and a half and train it some social skills. It turned into so much more than that, though.
Since seeing the photo of those puppies on the calendar, Terry has raised over 16 dogs as a puppy raiser for Canine Companions for Independence.
Just been a wonderful experience. It's like a great big family that goes all across the nation. We're the oldest service dog organization in the country, and these dogs are provided free of charge to the person that gets them, along with lifelong follow-up of the dog and the person, so that they make sure everybody's working well together and happy.
The job of a puppy raiser is fun and rewarding, but it is also a lot of work.
We get a puppy when they're about 8 weeks old. They know nothing. They might know their name, and they're pretty much just a ball of clay that you can mold. The first couple of months are kind of difficult because they're potty training and they wake up during the night and bark and carry on. After that, it becomes a lot more fun. You can go out in public with them. They're not officially allowed in stores and businesses, but most places will allow us because they are in training to be a service dog. So they need to get used to all kinds of things.
During the time the puppy raiser has the dog, they are responsible for teaching the pups basic commands to get them ready for more specified training down the road, and also to take them along on their daily routine so the dogs are comfortable in different environments.
When they're very young, we take them into the store for about a minute and come back out. And by the time you're ready to turn them back in, they're doing all the chores with you, going to the stores, restaurants, movie theaters. She's been to the Hollywood Bowl a couple of times, and nobody even knows she's there unless they're sitting right next to her and can see her.
The puppy raisers and puppies work on different commands and follow a daily routine.
Typical day, they sleep in a crate at night so that they get used to that. Maybe later on when they're paired with a child, they might sleep in the bed, but for the training period, they're in a crate. They get up in the morning, they toilet on command. There's a command called hurry. You take them outside and they will go to the bathroom. And you feed them and you start your day. It depends on the kind of day you have. If you're running errands and the dog is very young, you might want to leave the dog at home. If the dog's her age, you take her everywhere you're going. It can be an interesting day, and then there's trips that we plan. We've been to Disneyland, to Universal Studios, on airplanes.
The daily routine of the dogs should follow that of their puppy raisers as much as possible.
There's at least one teacher that I know of that brings her dog to school. She teaches elementary school. And most people that work in an office job also, once they talk to their company and their fellow workers, they can bring the dog into work. They usually bring a crate in so that the dog isn't wandering around bothering people. And it just gets the dog used to being in a controlled situation for hours at a time, which is what real life is. A lot of people that have a disability also have a job.
Having been a part of Canine Companions for Independence for 26 years, Terry has seen things evolve and change. But one thing has always stayed the same.
Yeah, their mission has always been the same, to provide the dogs free of charge to people with disabilities. The commands have changed a little over the years. The command to go to the bathroom used to be, better go now. And sometimes that was too long for somebody with a speech impediment, so it went down to hurry. So they try to adjust things to make it easier for the person with the disability.
And it's easy to see how being a CCI puppy raiser could be full of special moments. But some of those moments happen at the unlikeliest of times.
I can remember a story where we were walking through Disneyland with the dog, and this lady comes up and she just gives me a big hug. And you know how you can be a little taken aback by that? She says, "I just want to say thank you. My daughter is getting a dog in a couple of months, and this is just an awesome program." So that was pretty exciting.
If you would like more information about Canine Companions for Independence, please visit their website, cci.org. Let's learn a little more about Canine Companions for Independence. What is Canine Companions for Independence?
Canine Companions for Independence is a volunteer organization that raises and trains highly skilled assistance dogs for people with disabilities other than blindness.
What types of dogs does Canine Companions for Independence provide?
So a service dog goes to a person with a disability that can take care of the dog on their own. A skilled companion is for a child or an adult that has severe disabilities, or they're too young to take care of the dog themselves. So they have to have what they call a facilitator, which is usually a parent that helps out with that, parent or spouse. The third kind is a hearing dog. So that's for people with hearing disabilities. They'll alert the person to a doorbell, a smoke detector, their phone ringing, or even just somebody calling their name. Another type is called a facility dog. Facility dog goes to a person that does not have a disability, but deals with people like a rehab center that can help the dog motivate people to do things. You might want to throw a ball for a dog more than you would want to lift a weight or something like that.
How does CCI help veterans with post-traumatic stress disorder?
There's a new program within our program that started with the VA and veterans with PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. And the dogs are trained to go into a room and search it, even though anybody else would say, oh, the room's empty. The vets have this feeling that somebody's hiding and waiting to get them. So the dogs will go in a room, turn the lights on, search for people, and then come back to the person and say it's okay. And they'll also stand in front of them or behind them in a line because they don't like crowds. They don't like people too close to them. So I actually have one dog that's doing that right now.
If people would like to get involved, where can they find out more information about Canine Companions for Independence?
The best place to go is the website. They have an amazing amount of information and some videos that show the dogs, but you do have to realize that there is a lot of work involved. It's like having a newborn in the house. You have to keep on them all the time or your house will be a mess. I've had some chewing incidents, not with this one, but with other dogs. Yeah, it is a lot of work, but it is such a reward too. And then there's other things you can do, like being a puppy sitter for one of these puppies. That way you don't have to give the full-time commitment. Or being a foster puppy sitter, where sometimes we'll have puppies that just need a home for a week or two when they're young until the puppy raiser is ready to take them. We have fundraisers too that people can be a part of, be a participant. LA and Orange County has a chapter, so you can go to our chapter Facebook page if you want and just see some of the things that we do together as a group. There's a lot of things we do.
If you would like more information about Canine Companions for Independence, please visit their website, cci.org. If you have a question, contact us and we'll be sure to get you the right answer. Call us at 310-618-5762 or email us at caninecorner@torranceca.gov. Now, if you missed the rescue pups at the beginning of our show, or if you're anything like me and want to see the adorable dogs again, here's your recap. Duncan is a 2-year-old Cairn Terrier and Norwich Terrier mix. He's a very sweet dog. He loves going on walks, but also loves relaxing at home with his human. He would do great with a family or just one person. He would make the best companion. Stanley is 2 years old. He's a miniature Schnauzer and Sealyham Terrier mix. He has a lot of energy and loves to show affection to his humans. He loves to play and would do well in an active family. He would love to have a forever home to call his own. If you are interested in adopting one of Kenmore Rescue's dogs, please visit kenmorerescue.org. If you want even more Canine Corner or just want to say hello or share a photo of you and your pup with us, we always love to hear from you. Be sure to like our Facebook page and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. That's all the time we have today. Thanks for joining us here on Canine Corner. I'm Riannon Trutanich, and we'll see you next time.